Hey my friend, welcome back to our channel. My name is Dylan and I'm a certified twin flame ascension coach. And today we're talking about the spiritual art of surrender. And I'm sure you've heard this term flowing around, especially if you're on this journey, that maybe it's time to surrender. And you've done all these things, but you've come to this point where someone is telling you to surrender. And maybe this video in itself will give you more of an understanding of what that actually means. So what surrendering isn't, is it's not letting go. It's not giving up. It's not being passive or just like letting people walk over you, right? That's not surrendering. Surrendering is the act of letting go of control. And so when you understand that you're controlling a situation, oftentimes it may cause you to feel really upset about how that situation is going. And if we bring this to the twin flame journey, if you're trying to control your journey, you're trying to control every aspect of the steps that you're taking and the results that you're getting and maybe the steps that your twin flame is or is not taking. If you're trying to control that, then it's going to feel really bad because you're not in control of anyone else but yourself and your own choices. And even then, you can't control your whole life, right? Like things are going to happen that you didn't plan for, you didn't expect. And that's when it's like really, really important to try on this act of surrendering. So surrendering allows you to align with your divine will, with your divine path. So just to give you a little bit more context on what surrender is not in regards to the twin flame journey, it's not giving up on love. When you surrender, you're definitely not giving up on love. You're not forgetting about your twin flame, and you aren't suppressing your emotions. Surrendering actually is an act of feeling your emotions and then letting go and allowing the universe to really hold you there and guide you further on your path. So a lot of people, including maybe yourself, are afraid of surrendering because they think that if they surrender, if they let go, then they lose that person forever, right? Like if I let go, if I stop trying so hard, then I'm gonna lose this person, then I won't be able to get my dream. But this is really, really not true, right? If you let go of control, then you actually allow yourself to manifest what's really aligned for you. And you allow yourself to integrate within the natural flow of where the universe is guiding you in that point of time. Because maybe you've been focusing too much on this person and you've been focusing on like really wanting them to be in your life. But in that control, you've really lost yourself. You've lost that sense of purpose and that sense of confidence within yourself because all of your mental focus has gone on what can I do to get this person back into my life. And so, at that point, when you come to that place of realization, then like that couldn't be a better time to surrender, And so let's get down to what surrender really is. So when we surrender, we release the attachment towards a certain outcome. And obviously we really want this outcome to come true. I had been thinking about being with my person for almost all of my life, but throughout many points in that on my journey, I had to let go of the expectation of that outcome. And one of the biggest things that I did was have a conversation with the universe and say, if I'm meant to be alone, then that's okay. If there's no one out there for me that is truly meant to be with me, then I don't want it. I just want to be with you, right? And so that was a very concrete, pivotal moment within my mental choice of surrendering to the experience that I was currently having. Surrender is also trusting in divine order. So it allows you to really give, it makes me think of, Jesus take the wheel, right? And, if it's that similar energy of like, all right, I can't do any more right now. Jesus take the wheel. And yeah, it's okay if you're not super religious or anything, but um, it's that similar energy of letting the universe take the reins, right? Things happen within our life every single day that we aren't in control of. Beautiful things happen that we get to experience, but you didn't control all of that. So just imagine what you could experience when you let go of this emotional connection to having something that you really want and knowing that it's just an illusion that you don't have it. So it allows you to really see the truth that it's only an illusion that you're in separation, that you're really one with your twin flame. And so you can surrender to that truth. Even if it's hard to feel your twin flame with you all the time, they are with you. And you'll see that in those moments of joy and bliss and love that you see within the world. Your twin flame's right there with you in that moment. And trusting that can take time to trust that. But when you truly just surrender to that truth, then it allows you to feel it even more. And so you may feel like you have to control certain things to receive this outcome that you desire. But within this aspect of attracting your twin flame, surrendering is probably the most important choice that you can make to achieve that union with your person in the physical. And one of the biggest points that I'm trying to make in this video is that when you surrender, you let go of controlling your life, and you allow source energy, God, the universe, to intervene, and because it realizes that you trust the source. And when you trust that everything is happening as it needs to, then you're much more likely to enjoy your everyday life and to enjoy the presence that is in your life. And so when we enjoy the presence that's in our life, then we're not so focused on what we don't have. We're more grateful for what we do have. And so so this is why surrendering is so important, because it allows you to experience the presence. It allows you to experience the being present with yourself and the presence that's all around you. Just for me, like being able to acknowledge how grateful I am for our house, how grateful I am for a fridge packed full of food, running water, showers, shelter, warmth, love. There's so many things to be grateful for. And I felt this before I was in union with Hannah too. Just being able to express the gratitude for your life and the things that have happened really allows you to move forward and surrender even deeper, because you're acknowledging to the universe, to source, that you're so grateful for this experience that you're having. And then it'll allow you to raise your vibration instead of being in this vibration of lack and I wish I had this, it sucks I don't have that, yada yada yada. It's a low vibrational state when you're in that state of lack. So now that I have shared a lot about what surrender really is, I'd like to touch on more of why it's so important on the twin flame journey. And I've done this a little bit throughout this video, but why it's so important is because when you surrender, then you're no longer in this clinging energy. And when you cling onto something, then it's easily repelled from you. If you have this clingy, needy energy that you bring to your union, then that might be met with repel, because it's you're trying to control, and it's just too much. And so if you surrender there in that moment, then you're able to return to your own inner peace and allow that peace to be present within your everyday life, so that you don't have to feel the need to cling on to someone else's energy or your twin flame, to need them to make you feel some type of way. And so, yeah, it's always like the relationship is with God first and with yourself. And so you're not going to, um, oftentimes when you come into union and you're trying to control because you don't want to lose it, like that's just a block to move through, and it's just an upset that you're having, right? Because in truth, like the relationship isn't going anywhere, right? It's not leaving you, it's not breaking, it's always there with you. And so, yeah, when you like attract your union, you still continue to surrender, right? And you still continue to just let the universe flow naturally through the connection that you're having. Another really big factor in surrendering is that it allows you to reclaim your power. It's like if you're not surrendered, you're reaching outside of yourself to try and make yourself feel better. You're seeking for validation. And when you claim your power back, when you surrender, it allows you to instill all the energy back into yourself. It allows you to really reclaim yourself and the power that you have as a divine being. So here are a few signs that you started to surrender more in your life. One sign would be that you stopped checking social media obsessively. You're no longer feeling like the need to constantly look at their profiles to see what they're up to. And another piece of that is you're no longer checking your messages obsessively, wondering if they've messaged back, or to piggyback off of that, you're not seeking validation from them. So, it's okay to send a message, but if you're sending that message and then it's like, oh, they didn't respond, checking it like every 10 minutes to see if they've responded, seeing if they posted something after you messaged them, and then let's say they posted a story but they didn't message you, and then it's like, you're in this shitty feeling that doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. I've been there before, with individuals taught me that lesson before meeting Hannah, and it's like it's safe to let go, right? You don't need their response. You don't need to see what they're up to every single moment of the day, right? No matter what they're doing, it doesn't matter, right? Like checking to see what they're doing isn't going to bring you into union, right? So yeah, it can be challenging, of course, but like take your power back and put the energy that you're trying to take from someone else or receive from someone else and just give that to yourself. And this is why we teach the mirror exercise, and that we help clients with coaching through using the mirror exercise and allowing them to instill these tools, and so that they can fully surrender to the path that they're on and really start focusing on building that foundation with themselves, right? Just building that foundation with yourself and with the connection that you have with God, with the universe, that really supports you in being able to surrender further once you like really focus on what you're doing in your life to make that the dream that you've wanted, right? What are you doing in your life to fulfill your heart, to fulfill your desires? Doesn't have to do with this person giving you validation or responding to you, right? It's what are you doing in your life to fulfill yourself, to love yourself? That's what is going to attract your twin flame. Not, needy, clingy, chasing, needing validation like that. That doesn't attract them. So, so this is the point of surrender, like to fully allow source energy to fill you up and to guide you where you're meant to be. When you surrender, you connect with yourself, you connect with God. And the active surrender can bring you deeper into meditation. It can allow you to perceive a connection with the natural world around you. And it can do so much in your life to allow you to feel peace and gratitude for each moment. And so, surrender is not giving up. It's trusting the universe, trusting God, that you're being guided perfectly on your journey, and that everything is abundantly there for you when you need it. So here are a few ways, just to cap it off, that you can practice surrendering. Meditation is obviously very important, and it can be a really cool tool that you can use. And throughout that meditation, you can reaffirm the choice that I choose to surrender. I choose to surrender. And you just relax within that state of making that choice to surrender to God, to surrender to the universe. And that can really allow you to feel the energy of surrender in a very powerful way. And then we also recommend the mirror exercise. It allows you to bring forth different upsets that you're having with your twin flame, and then you surrender that healing, right? You surrender their actions, and you bring your power back into yourself. You love yourself through that exercise, and it just allows you to fully integrate yourself back into your present life, instead of thinking about the future or the past, or what's upsetting you about different things. It just brings that loving energy back to your center and allows you to really ground into your foundation of what you're doing. And then obviously journaling can be really, really helpful. If you ask yourself questions when you're journaling, it can allow you to have like an intimate dialogue with yourself and with God. One good question that you can ask yourself is, what am I trying to control in my union? And then just feel into that, surrender to that question, and then you'll receive the answer that you need in that point, in that moment, to give yourself the next piece of wisdom to move forward. And just remember, you're not letting go of your twin flame. You're just letting go of fear. That is what's causing control in your life, is just fear that you won't achieve harmonious union, that you won't achieve union with your twin flame. And you can just let go of that fear, because you don't need that, right? You don't need it. You will be with your twin flame. If you continue loving yourself, you will be with your twin flame, especially if you're doing the mirror exercise. And I mean, if you would like to add on to what you're doing already, highly suggest working with a coach. Hannah and I are both certified twin flame ascension coaches. We can help hold your hand throughout this journey and guide you directly to the blocks and pinpoint your core areas within what you're experiencing that need more attention, and that can truly help bring you further on your journey in a very swift pace. Don't forget to like this video down below if you felt like it was helpful. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more of our content. We'd love to help you further on your journey. If you'd like to work with one of us or both of us, we'd be happy and honored to help guide you further on your journey. We offer consultations and intro sessions, one-on-one coaching, group coaching. The whole package is here for you if you'd like to try it on and see if it feels good for you. So it was a really awesome video. Great to see you. So thanks for listening. Great to be with you today. Much love.